These are fiberglass spears. They require extra authorization. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These require an extra authorization. If you've gone through all 3 spear classes, you can talk to Marjorie about getting authorized. If you have not done the previous classes, talk to us. We'll make sure you get the instructions to get authorized. This is a 9-foot fiberglass spear. This is your best range weapon and war next to a crossbow. So I'm just going to jump into it. A lot of people do a basic, will just grab it how they want, and when they throw, they'll do what's called casting. So casting means you step and throw, and it comes out of your hands. And it looks like you get a lot of reach on that. That is not what we're doing today. That's one method you can learn. This is going to be involving getting a very linear stance. So say I'm sparring him. Get your spear up. The more square I am, the more target there is. The more linear I am, the less target there is. So if you stab, just stab me slowly, very slowly. It's very easy to kind of hit head on. If you're sideways, it's really easy to bring something offline. So that's going to be the main technique, is kind of just getting your foot where you're comfortable, and you want to be as thin as you can to your opponent while keeping your spear up. The basic stance is going to be left hand just right at your hip, and right hand at some spot that's comfortable. It's important that you grab all the way down at the bottom, because if you're choked up, you're limiting your range. So grab it all the way at the bottom as comfortable as you can, and you're going to want the tip of that pointing towards someone's chin head area. So if I was aiming at this opponent, just assume that this is their head. I want to point that right there. I'm going to show you all a brief demonstration of why you always want to be pointing at their face. How scary is this? Just that little change from here to here. Now you're looking down the barrel of the spear, basically. So always point it right at their face, make sure they see that. And that does 2 things for you. One, when you shoot, you don't have to pick up. It's a lot less movement to catch. And 2, it goes directly, it's a lot easier to cover, and you're already aiming at their face. So that's the basic stance, is to keep your arms. I see a lot of people are kind of shrugging up right here. You want to be kind of relaxed. So let your arms just kind of come down and keep your right hand in front, because you're going to be on that line for a while, and you don't want to get tired and drop, because then someone's going to come and shoot at you. The premise of the stab is to move, and I'm going to do it sideways so y'all can see. The premise is to move your back hand to your front hand with as little movement from the rest of your body as possible. So if I slowly move right here, there's very little movement in my body. I didn't have to do this. I don't have to do anything. I'm from right here. I'm showing it with my open palm right here, just coming forward. So learning to just kind of stand in that line and bring your back hand forward. So you're just bringing back hand up and back. That's your basic shot. Now, it's important that if you're engaged in a line with someone, you're usually not going to be in range. The reason I call this squirrely spears, it's a lot of in and out, a lot of jumping, a lot of feinting. The main thing is timing that, moving your backhand forward with your back foot pushing forward. So getting that shot down, moving your hand and your foot at the same time. Don't want to stab you, but that's the basic principle. And it's important that you don't want your hand to go past, because then your spear falls, you got to come up. If you shoot and come back, you're immediately ready for your next shot. So, basic principles: standing comfortable at a spot, standing flat to your opponent, and keeping your hands in a relaxed state, but ready to shoot anytime you need to. A little tip for people who don't work out every day and aren't super strong: if you want to get some power on your spear shot, I want you to, instead of just bringing this hand forward, grip the front, try to bring the back forward, and you get that little bit of tension, then you just open your hand. So squeeze with your front hand tight, push your back hand forward, and then shoot. You'll notice it just kind of launches out of your hand. That move makes sense to everyone, so you're not, a lot of people will get some momentum and throw their spear. You're basically just doing pull. You're pull cueing it from here to here to back. So that's incorporating that with your step. Now I'm going to go over something. Lucky, come here. Y'all can pair up and do this slowly. We're not wearing armor, I want y'all to practice this one thing. So kind of get in a spot where you know you can hit each other. So slowly come to me without stepping. So now he's going to shoot at me. Now we'll come down and shoot. From there, now push mine over, down and shoot. So that's kind of the basic 1 and 2. The reason you want to have your hand real quick is if I shoot at him, I come under. So being able to do that back and forth is what gets people to come under and shoot. So, if y'all want to pair up with a set of 2, slowly do this one. One person will shoot, the other person blocks, hits, the other person puts the ball flying, hits. Do it very slowly, again, not an armor. Even if you've never used a spear before, you can see the difference of having that, being able to move over and bring that hand forward. It's a lot quicker than trying to move your body and physically stab someone. So that's the basic principle of the swirly spear, is learning to do that, stepping in and out. So I'm going to leave these spears lined up over here. There's a towel here. The basic principle, if you want to practice this, start with your spear all the way out. See where that's landing. Then practice from that spot, just bringing it forward. It should not dip down or go above. The spear should just bring a straight line to the face. So that's the first step, is just bringing that back in. If you need more power, you can do that technique where you squeeze, instead of just bringing the backhand forward, you squeeze it. Again, I'm squeezing this hand and trying to bring this hand forward, but I can't. I'm gripping it, and I open my hand. It's a lot harder. Normally, you don't need a lot of power to fire with that spear, but if you're someone that's a smaller build, a smaller frame, that's one way. Gripping this and then opening the hand at the end. So practice. That would be the first step. The second step is taking a step back, practicing that step in. So I'm still keeping myself flat. I'm not having to throw and make big movements from here. Push it off with my back foot. Right there. That's the second step. So once you can reliably look and see that your spear is not making a bunch of movements, practice the step in. Then the third step is where you get dynamic with your spear. So imagine I'm spearing someone and my spear got hit off. Well, now I'm going to practice a step back. I'm going to imagine I'm going to start with my spear down here, just pick it up. So practice all these different angles that you're going to theoretically get thrown and get back on target. So doing all 3 of those, step in, practicing where your spear's going to be pushed down and getting able to hit your target is what you want to do. So that'd be your basic, intermediate to advanced technique versus your just spearing like this, which most people think of. You're getting more dangerous, dynamic, and hit from further, kill more people with that. Any questions about that? And again, I'm going to leave these lined up over here. If y'all want to practice on the pedal, if you want me to look at it, just let me know. Any questions? Just a final review. Always grab the bottom. You can't hook your pinky, go over the rules and safeties. You can't grab this way. We went over this in the safety, but you have to have a grip in line. Keeping your hands relaxed because you're going to be there a while. Bringing that hand up slowly, hit your target. Practicing stepping, throwing, and practicing feet off line. All right, thank you.